Legends and Luminaries. I'm Julie and welcome to Write Smart. We are going back in time with this one, and that's a really bad pun. It's Future Boy, Back to the Future and My Journey Through the Space-Time Continuum by none other than Michael J. Fox. So I'm writing my pop culture memoir that focuses on my childhood and adolescence during the 1980s and the 1990s. So this book, Future Boy, was perfect to bring me back to those days. We were a family ties watching Family, and we went to the theater to see Back to the Future, a movie that was one my older sister and I rewatched several times once it was on HBO. So I just had to read the book. So first off, let me say that this is the definition of a memoir. One topic, plain and simple. I have not read anything else by Michael J. Fox, and that's kind of strange because I know he's written a handful. So I don't know how the rest of his books read, but Future Boy is exactly what you want out of a memoir. Specific details about one thing only. I'm still mad that Melissa Gilbert only wrote about Little House on the Prairie for 2 or 3 chapters in her whole memoir, and that Jennifer Grey didn't focus her memoir on Dirty Dancing. So what Michael J. Fox focuses on in Future Boy is his work schedule of filming Family Ties during the day and then Back to the Future at night. My complaint is I thought it would be a bit more even and balanced, especially in the beginning, that we would learn just as much about Family Ties as Back to the Future. But that's not really the case. We don't learn very much at all about Family Ties, only some golden nuggets about Michael J. Fox and his relationship with the cast. No specific episodes are developed, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe one of his other memoirs focuses on Family Ties, but then maybe it's not even a memoir, it's more an autobiography. But anyway, I don't know. So the book primarily focuses on Back to the Future. In case you have been living under a rock and do not know this already, Eric Stoltz was supposed to be Marty McFly. Michael J. Fox spends quite a bit of time developing that aspect. That 6 weeks had already been filmed by the time he came in, and they were starting over when he replaced Stoltz. You get to learn about specific scenes he filmed, that him tipping over while he was putting on his pants was not in the script, how the DeLorean was a complete mess to drive, and that he learned to play Johnny Be Good. At times in the book, I felt there was a bit too much repetition, while other parts of the movie I felt were a little bit neglected. And he doesn't really develop anything about the sequels. But it was a quick read, a fun read, that just made me smile. So let me read you a section so you kind of get a feel for it, and it sounds just kind of like, Michael J. Fox or Alex P. Keaton or, whoever he is, I don't know. But this is to give you some inspiration since that is what my reading has been about all year long. So here is what he writes. When I first shared with friends and family that I accepted the role in Back to the Future, taking on a double shift, they were dubious. That's impossible. How can you do both at once? Well, no, I thought not impossible, improbable, maybe ill-advised, perhaps. My experiences so far had taught me that nothing was impossible. Simply put, I had gone from being an undersized and frequently truant C student in Canada, a borderline juvenile delinquent whose only sellable skill was acting, to a semi-employed starving artist, to a lead actor in one of the top-rated television shows in America, all in a few years. I was used to impossible. So maybe we can all do then our impossible. Thanks for watching. As always, my goal of Write Smart is to get a little bit smarter, one book at a time.